Okay, so first you're going to open the Coach's Eye app. Once you're in the Coach's Eye app, you're going to, at the bottom, hit the little plus mark to record a video. You'll select the camera. You'll be recording two videos, your side view and your front view of your push-up. I've already recorded Miss Bergen doing her push-up, so I'm just going to select her first video. The front view, and then I'm going to click Analyze. Once I have that, I'm going to click Compare in the top right corner. And now I can click Add and select her side view push-up as well. With the side view push-up, I'm going to have to use my two fingers and kind of pinch it to make it fit in the screen. And I'm going to turn my screen sideways to allow me to analyze both the videos together. Okay, so now I'm going to analyze Miss Bergen's push-up. I'm going to click the top red button to start recording, and then I'm going to use the tools on the right-hand side to draw some lines. So on the right-hand side image, I'm going to scroll through. You can see at the bottom, I'm scrolling through, and I'm going to get her video so that she's in the up push-up position. I'm going to use the tool to draw a line from her shoulder to her hip, and then from her hip to her ankle, and see if her body is completely straight when she's in the push-up position. Okay, so you can see the line I'm drawing from her shoulder to her hip, and then I'm going to go from her hip to her ankle, and we're just going to see if she's in a straight line. Pretty darn close. Maybe she could be down a little bit further. Next, I'm going to draw a line from her shoulder straight down to see if her hands are directly below her shoulders. From this line, you can see that her hands are just slightly in front of her shoulders. When I draw that line straight down, you can see that she needs to move her hands just a little bit back, but not bad. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through on the right-hand side image and get her in the down position. And I'm going to draw those same lines again from her shoulder to her hip, and then from her hip to her ankle to see if her body is in a straight line. Okay, so as you can see, as I draw these lines, Miss Bergen is even better in the down position. Her body is almost completely straight. Looks good. Okay, so we're going to again click Clear to get rid of those lines, and then we're going to focus on the left-hand side image and see if her arms are at a 90-degree angle for her push-up. So again, a line being drawn from the shoulder to the elbow now, and then from the elbow down to the ground. You can see by these lines she probably needs to move her hands just a little bit out wider to get a 90-degree angle, but again, looks pretty good. Okay, so for the last time, we're going to go ahead and push Clear to get rid of the lines, and now you're done analyzing your push-up. So on the top where we're recording, that center red button, there's also top right, there's a place for you to pause. Anytime you want to pause your recording, when you finish, you're going to go ahead and click Stop on the recording. Once you've clicked Stop on your recording, you're going to be taken to this screen where you're going to share your video. So on the left-hand side, Share, you're going to click Export, and then you're going to choose to export this to Google Drive. At this point, the app's going to take a minute or two, depending on how long your video is, to prepare your video for export. Once your video has been prepared, you'll choose Open In, and that's where you will click on Google Drive. Once Google Drive opens, you'll have the opportunity to save your file. So you're going to go ahead and click Save. It only saves it with the date and the time of the video, and you'll have to go in and eventually put it in the correct folder and rename it so we know that the video is yours. Okay, so it'll take just a moment to download into Drive, and then I'm going to click on the icon next to my file, and I'm going to move this into the correct folder. So I will click on the Move button, and then I will click on my teacher, and then my class period, and then finally the iPod number that I have used to make my recording. Okay, the last thing I need to do is rename my video so my teacher knows that it's mine. I will go back to my video and I will click rename. I want you to name this with your last name dash your first initial or your first name. Either way is fine. Once you have renamed and put your file in the correct folder in Google Drive, you are done with your push-up analysis assignment.